What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, ladies and gentlemen, today. And I'm just trying to find all my vitals. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Let me make something that happened on this show. Let me see. Okay, there it is. It's Tuesday. Let me share the show. Everybody, I'd make sure my logo is up there and everything. Get everything. I'm back. Y'all, I'm just back and forth, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing right for y'all. But share the show. Let me share the show right quick. Let's see. Yes, that's Robert. I'm sharing it. Sharing it now. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, y'all heard that, didn't you? But Dal Anderson, I see you, baby. I see you. Let me make sure I got you over there. Let me get them. Let me get them. Uh, just trying to get some things together so I can send that message out Facebook if I need to. Let's see. Let's see. No, that's not it. Okay, Facebook. No, that's not it. Just trying to find the one. Okay, here it is. Uh, hey, hey, somebody on here early, cause I'm gonna get his. I'm gonna get him. Uh, he is funny to me. I can't wait. And maybe Facebook might last a little longer today. What's up, Mr. Kebe, Kebidi sisters, K sisters, KB? I'm just gonna call you KB. I'm sharing the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get all that out of the way, cause so it's gonna be a pretty good show. So I want to make sure I share it. Uh, how y'all doing? Tell me what y'all got going on this Tuesday. Uh, I just shared it. Put it on Twitter. Let me go to Twitter and they just posted on Twitter. Let me. What's up? I'm just share the show, everybody. Cause I just it's gonna be some unique stuff, boy. Guy called me today and said, man, last night, he said, man, y'all done a great job. He said, he said, but I wonder, do people share this show and talk about this show enough? He said, because I mean, it's just it's different. This guy, his first time he ever seen it. Somebody, he said, just he said it's fresh. I said, okay. I said, I mean, I'm just sitting there listening. But I know we got a wonderful platform here, and it's because of y'all. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, I don't take no credit for this. Uh, because if y'all not on here, it sure won't get done. If y'all not, I would go do something else if it wasn't for y'all. So I just want to make sure y'all share the show, text tag, tell a friend about what's going on, and just let them know, man. Get here to the Chop Shop. Get on here. You need to right now. I was thinking about the Chop Shop the other day, y'all. Y'all know things. I've gotten a little busy. Things been a lot hectic for me, and and but I refuse to not be here and show up for y'all. If y'all knew the things that I had to go through just to get here at 12 or to be here, sometimes I'll be on another side of the town and have to get back and put myself um I mean, he said that girl on Diggs trial in way over her head. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Uh, because what happens is I listen to people, ladies and gentlemen. I listen to people that say something that I know that little part is true, but the rest of the stuff that comes out of their mouth is crazy. If, if y'all ever did that, y'all ever did that? Uh, I was just thinking about it, Barry. See, I know certain things are truth because I've studied that, but that other stuff, Barry, I didn't study that, and it's a little crazy. It's damn near too much work when you got people like that. I test things out, Barry. I just don't come on here just. I promise you, Eric Boone. No, I just don't come on here running my mouth. And I do it a lot on this show. And when I challenge you, uh, it's because I feel it can be harmful to us. If I challenge you on the show, if I challenge you, anything, if I challenge you, I feel it can be harmful. And I'm just challenging you because I, 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 I don't want it to harm people. See, there's a method to why I may go hard in the paint. Some people, y'all get a little sensitive, and I know it. Listen, charge it to my head, not my heart. I promise you, I ain't trying to. But when I challenge you, it's because I feel it can be harmful. There's a method, of Derek Holcomb, that I go. I might go hard in the paint because what you are saying could affect people in a way that they don't they don't deserve while on this show. You got me? Now in my personal life, I'll let you talk all day. If we was talking, I'll let you talk all day. But I can't let certain things go out on these airways. Y'all follow me, King Six, especially you. And maybe these people believe the lies that they're telling. King Six, and I don't have it on my list, but I'm gonna talk about it because you want to talk about the girl on the Diggs trial. Uh, and but it's difficult sometimes. A time that we're in a difficult time right now. Derek Holcomb. I don't know if y'all know this. Share the show. It's some stuff that I'm gonna say over these next few. We're in a difficult time that we're in, and it's not enough for us to know. It is and it's not enough of us who know enough, and that's why this community is important because it's not enough of us that know enough. I hope I said that right. That's why this community is important. That's why this platform, this show is important. It's important to me. And if and it's not important to you, it's okay. I know it's something ain't important to some of y'all because y'all don't never share it. I know it's important to certain people because they call me. I mean, a partner of mine called me last night and just recited every dang thing I said. And I'm sitting there and with no notes. He was driving in the car. I said, damn, brother. It made me proud. The man said, you said this, you said this, you said this, you said this. I said, oh, daddy. kind of stuff get to me, Brandon Refall, because it's important to me. But this is important to me because it is it's so much of a fire hose of information that we have access to. Okay, hold on a second. The fire hose of information. My allergies kicking up. We got access to a whole lot of stuff, Brandon Weefall. But the curation of that information is so important. Y'all, we got a lot of information. He want to talk about Stephon Diggs and the chef he was paying, and the girl tried to beat him out of money. She thought she had a trick because he was acting like a trick. She thought she had a trick, but she had a goon. And we'll talk about that because I want our young people to understand. But somebody got to curate all this information. It's so important. And it's not about just having people just agree. I love when y'all, no, I love when y'all disagree with me, but it's about understanding the times that we're in. You got me? Who do you believe? You believe Cardi B. You believe Killer Mike. You believe Kanye West. You believe Clarence Thomas. You believe who you believe. How do you fight, Frank? How do you fight all of this misinformation that you're getting on Twitter? Don't y'all know it's people that's feeding you stuff on Facebook? Facebook is the worst damn place in the world right now for information, with misinformation. They send you the links, you're getting all these crazy ass links and mess up your computer. Y'all watch these links y'all hitting. How do you fight all this misinformation? And we're talking on this show every week. We have to be responsible. Share the show. And I keep telling you that because somebody need to hear that. I feel a deep sense of responsibility, Frank, when I open my mouth to tell the truth on this show. To make sure it's right. Sometimes you're gonna make a mistake, Frank. And then when you get the proper information, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really don't trust a lot of this broadcast media right now. And these newspapers are absolutely untrustworthy because I've studied them and I found out what they're doing. And shout out to all the people who actually listen to this show and receive from this platform. Some people just come on here just to pop shit on the screen. And I understand that, you know. But when I think about when people that know you and be around you every day can come back and recite shit down to everything you said on the show. Well, yesterday, day before yesterday, day before yesterday. It's just I said, oh, damn, made an impact, man. Um, the finals, NBA semifinals, like whatever you call it, quarterfinals, is in full effect last night. Um, Spurs got they let one get away from them. You know, they always said the series don't start until somebody lose at home. Well, the series has started because the San Antonio Spurs lost at home by two, could have won that game easily. Um, and could have could have won that game, and they just you know just one game. And I tell people not to overreact by one game. Uh, don't overreact. Somebody tell me, man, I just don't like my big man shooting all them balls out there. Yeah, okay. You ain't never coached a big man like Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, and you never will. So I understand why your big man. You don't want your big man. You ain't gonna never coach no guy like this. Uh, I don't like him shooting out there. I said, and y'all help me, big coach. Cause when I looked at the stats, he had 15 rebounds, 11 block shots. That's 3 games for most big men in the NBA. They'll take them 3 games to get that. You feel me? But you don't like your big man shooting out there. And I asked him, I said, how many he shoot out there? He shot 8 shots from 3-point line and missed one. And I made a mistake. I thought he shot 41% because at one point in the season he was shooting 41%. And it's down to 34%. So I but you know, he had a couple of them threes. It's a different game. Didn't have, but he had 15 rebounds and 12 block. I said 11, 12 block shots. That's pretty good. It's pretty good basketball. And he was a +5. I'd rather my big man play like him. If you going to get me 15 rebound, 12 block shot, you can shoot whatever damn shot you want to. Talking about shot selection. Shoot wherever your ass, whatever makes you feel good enough to go put 15, go get 15 rebounds and get 12 block shots. Cause ain't nobody else in the world doing it. But you. Talk to me, Frank. You don't have to agree. Matter of fact, I want to hear somebody that disagree. You don't have to agree. I don't want you to agree with me. That's why that's why I love him. He wasn't agreeing with me today. I'm talking about Wimby right now. Um, Shout out to you, to Eric Harrison. I know you listen. You actually listen to this show and receive from it. That is Moody. I know you actually listen to this show and receive from it, this platform. That's so important. So important. Shout out to people. If you know anything about me, if you've been around me long enough, um, um, I had this. I started liking the Met Gala a few years back when Tom Brady, I think, went. Him and Giselle went, and I've been following it since then. Stephen Curry, Aisha went the last. Shit. Last time they went to the Met Gala, they won the championship. Um, I Serena Williams was there, Venus Williams, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, who Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Russell Wilson, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, the sports people that were there. um, at the Met. Um, Met is a unique situation. It was being boycotted last night. Uh, uh, it was boycotted last night because Jeff Bezos was one of the co-chairs, along with Beyonce. And let's have a talk. That's why I love y'all. Uh, I want to talk about this because it's kind of it's kind of um, I had to think this one, and I need my people today. Can you share the show to somebody uh, who like fashion, who like art, who like sports? Share it with somebody. Text tag, tell somebody. Said, because I need somebody. Beyonce made her big return to the red carpet. Well, it was but it was a tan carpet last night. After 10 years, her Blue Ivy and Jay-Z attended with her. Lala was interviewing. She'd been doing it for a few years. But it was different this year. I told y'all the story about Lewis Hamilton buying tables. Lewis Hamilton is the Formula One driver that I had affinity for a few years back. I started following F1, start traveling around the world, going to see F1 races. Would have never thought of that years ago, but I'm expanding my horizons and liking things that shit I did, just like things that I've never thought about. And he getting about five or six, about 7 or 8 black designers buying a table, ladies and gentlemen, costs $100,000 per single ticket. I think 500,000 for a table. But if a single ticket to get in this place is raising money for the museum, and they raised I think $42 million last night. It's always the first Monday in February. I mean, in what's this, May? Always the first Monday in May. Um, And like I was just telling you, a lot of athletes was there. My favorite people were there. Let me see. My boy was there. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Look at that. Hold up, nope, not that one. Them my two couples right there. That's a Sierra, Russell Wilson, Aisha, and Stephen Curry. That was them at the Met Gala last night. Then I get Aisha and Steph. Steph had a cool little outfit on, uh, presented and made by Balenciaga. And these fashion houses, they buy these tables and they want certain stars sitting at their table and wearing their wares. So, but Beyonce was a chair person. Um, Taraji P. Henson was not there. She said she had been very vocal about celebrities who choose to show up at an event, saying that she said, "What the f are y'all doing on somebody's post? People should not be there because Jeff Bezos was on one of the co-chairs for the gala." So I need y'all to talk to me. Need y'all to talk to me. Uh, y'all have to help me with this. Shouldn't it be across the board? Do you stop using Amazon Prime and getting your package delivered? Amazon movies, Amazon the NBA, Amazon, all of this Amazon. Do you stop doing so you don't want to go to this event because Jeff Bezos is a co-chair? And y'all help me because I'm trying to figure it out. But Amazon movies, you are an actress, you wouldn't be in an Amazon movie. Uh, and nothing against her, but Tarazi, I'm Robert Hatter, so I critically think when you say something, baby. It's because I go and you got your own line, TPH by Taraji, and it's distributed on Amazon. Y'all got to talk to me. Y'all got to talk to me out here now. Y'all got to talk to me. Eric Harrison, Thaddeus Moody. It was a big protest. Jeff Bezos this, Jeff Bezos this, Jeff Bezos this. Y'all, I don't have an Amazon Prime account. This is why I tell y'all to share the show. Jeff Bezos this. Wait a minute, where that lady at? Did I put up here? No, I know I did. Hold up. No, I didn't. Why did I put that lady? Well, I leave it on. Maybe it was meant. Y'all talk to me. Is my mic working? Is my mic working? Let's not go to this event. Jeff Bezos. Hold up. Jeff Bezos is on here. Let's not go. Things are different when things really hit your pocket. No, no. I ain't talking about your pocket right now. Uh, uh, uh. I'm talking about you protesting because Jeff Bezos is the chair, but you're selling your products on Amazon Prime. Y'all talk to me now. Man, something. My thing keep jumping around, man. Hold up. Let's see. I don't like the way my thing jump. Y'all gotta talk to Rob now. Y'all gotta talk to Rob. Y'all talk to Rob. You said if you're going against Jeff Bezos, do it all the way. Boycott all of Amazon. And it's considered. I don't have okay. Y'all my thing just blacked out on me. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. No, we ain't talking about with Jeff. No, 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 no. That ain't the issue. I ain't talking about Jeff pulling her stuff down. Y'all ain't with me. Y'all ain't with me. Y'all ain't with me. You ain't with me. Yeah. Let me come on. That ain't Jeff. That ain't about Jeff pulling her stuff down. That ain't about Jeff. It's about her. And not just her. You got this woman, Sarah Paulson. Watch this. She worth $12 million. She walking around talk, talking about the 1%. That's Sarah Paulson. She walking around there talking about the 1% is blind. But she's worth 12 million at a $100,000 plate dinner. But they're protesting there. Y'all, something ain't right. Y'all know I am. Let me get on. Let me get all my vitals taken care of right quick too. Cause I'm thinking about something. Cause I know y'all gonna have something for me in a minute. I'm gonna have to click you on the screen, and I haven't got the screens prepared for y'all yet. And I got to get them right for my people. I got to get them right for y'all because I hope y'all get to talking good today for me. Uh, I want to be able to talk back to y'all. Uh, some people pick their battles. There were some protests at the gala last night. This thing, I think, raised $42 million last night. Now, it ain't about you following, it's just listening. It ain't it ain't about you following. I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Uh, no, I just gave it to you plain. Hold up. Let me tell you all my people on Facebook. Let me see, y'all. Hold up. All my Facebook people, I got something for you. I got to tell you. Hold up. Let me go do something right. Yeah, it ain't that, Eric. You thinking about the wrong thing. You just thinking about Jeff Bezos. If he ain't gonna do that. He ain't thinking about that girl. Jeff, Jeff Bezos ain't thinking about no damn. But it's a lot of stuff that Jeff Bezos stands for. Y'all gotta understand. It's a hell of a. I don't blame those people for protesting. It's a hell of a protest they got out there. A hell of a one. But this thing raised so much money. And what I was thinking about, I wish we can do this for black museums and the HBCUs. All these people coming together, Balenciaga, and all these people y'all buying, they spending all this money and giving all this money for this one night at the Met Gala. And where all the black celebrities, especially the black ones, uh, uh, can get these designers to drop a bag over this way, like they doing for that museum. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, in case you've been under the rock, the Trump administration has terminated a lot of grants and funds for several black museums and organizations. If you've been under the rock, I know you probably wouldn't understand it. But this Met Gala didn't like I said, didn't go on as planned. Since several influential celebrities didn't attend this year because of influence of Jeff Bezos had on it. There were bottles of fake urine that were left around the venue to protest Amazon workers not being allowed to use the bathroom. You know, them people who be delivering your bag, they had to use the bathroom. They pissing on the truck. Truck probably smell, your package probably smell like piss. So these people, won't pay people a living wage. But Jeff Bezos, you can pay $10 million to go to the Met Gala. Got $62 billion richer since Trump was elected. He was at the Trump inauguration. Him and Mark Zuckerberg spent $500 million on a yacht to sell his to his $55 million wedding in Venice, to give his wife a $5 million ring because his tax rate is less than 1%. Don't get it twisted. Taraji P. Henson, I don't blame her for censoring her fellow A-listers for attending this Met Gala. See, Eric, you tried to go at Taraji. I wasn't going at her. I just saying I want her to pay attention too. He sponsored and honored honorary chairperson Jeff Bezos and his wife with his slick ass. Him and Mark Zuckerberg, they didn't walk the red carpet like most people. They didn't walk the red carpet. You know what they did? You know what they did? They sent their wives out on the red carpet. But what's this lady named Meredith Lynch? Titled. She sent out a tweet. I wasn't watching. No, 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 no. You ain't listen. I ain't got Taraji's back. I'm just telling you what Taraji said. Listen, I ain't got nobody's back. Taraji don't need me to have her back. I know, dude. Go to the conference and pay attention to the conference, coach. You ain't listening to this. I ain't got her back. I'm just telling you what she's saying. She co-signed a social media post by Meredith Lynch. It was entitled "Warning for Celebs," in which she cautioned those attending to not wear ice out pins, given that Bezos is a part of the reasons we're in this effing mess. While Lynch acknowledged the fundraising nature of the fashion's biggest night, she said, "It's wild to me that this event is sponsored by Jeff Bezos, who has backed Trump and who has slashed arts funding, who has slashed Trump slash watch watch how oxymoronic this is. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, they supporting Trump. They was at the inauguration. Now Trump slashed the arts that will help museums, and these guys coming back and being part of a fundraiser. Y'all hustling backwards. Y'all should have told Trump leave them arts and leave the HBCUs alone. Now you come back and get $10 million, but your ex-wife giving 56 million, giving all your millions away. Thank you, Mackenzie Scott. And all Taraji did is said, "I'm confused by some people that are going." I'm just like, what the F we doing? But how in the hell can you be confused? Taraji, I'm confused at you. Taraji, baby girl, I'm confused at you because your products are on Amazon. I'm confused. I'm confused. You don't want to go to the Met Gala because Jeff Bezos is there. But your products is on Amazon Prime. Wow. That's receipts right there. Y'all can go to that and see it right now. She sells her haircut line on Amazon. And Sarah Paulson, the lady we just saw, wears a dollar bill over her eyes to call out the 1%. Baby, you the 1% too. You're worth an estimated $12 million. And you use your outfit to call out the world's elite while attending $1,000 per person. Dang. Hmm. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. We so used to people and these industry stars just saying what the hell and doing what the hell they want to do. And we don't never question it. We don't never ask, wait a minute. Robert Hatter gonna ask, wait a minute. Aaron, Aaron Wilford. I'm talking about the Met Gala. I'm glad you didn't speak until you I'm gonna bring you up to speed. We're talking about the Met Gala last night. A lot of sports and entertainment people that were there, Taraji P. Henson, a lot of people in New York, they were boycotting this thing. Uh, go look it up. All I'm doing is giving you breadcrumbs. I can't tell you everything about it. Go look it up. And Jeff Bezos, um, the way he treating his Amazon employees, um, it's just crazy. And supporting Trump. Wow. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I apologize. Apologize. Because I said something. All I go by, I don't know if it's blinded and I didn't spend enough time with them. But several years back, I'll show you the picture. Uh, my company, we used to give in a retreat every year. Uh, we give a retreat for our clients, and we fly them to different remote spots. Sometimes we come to Houston. We've been to land. We went to the Essence Festival. We because it's always got to be around July because right in July, because the basketball season is over with and the football season is over with. Football getting ready to go to camp right after July, so we get everybody together. We've been to, all over the world. You know, Bahamas, everywhere. We went everywhere. Hawaii, everywhere. We just go do it. It's like a retreat. We want the younger, the new guys we just signed. We want them to meet our veterans. And veterans put one on, you know, put one under your wing and, talk to them and teach them the ropes. And this one particular one in the Bahamas, we had Stephen A. Smith come. Well, he was cool with me. I mean, he spoke good. I mean, but I didn't see him no more. He spoke at our luncheon. Matter of fact, here is part of it. I got in touch with our photographer because this came from Carl, one of my partners. That's him. All of us sitting around the table, and that's Stephen A. Smith. It was a while back, right? Um, but I when I talked to the photographer this morning, he was the one responsible because him and Rob Parker are real good friends. So he is the one responsible for Stephen A. Smith coming on the trip. I didn't know him. He's called frat brother, but they know each other. But he's the one responsible. But he told me something because I said, Tony, I'm conflicted. Stephen A. Smith, the one who we invited to come out, and the one now he's different. He said, no, Robert, he's the same. I said, what? Gotta remember, treated me nice. I didn't go talk to him one on one. Great, great, great. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't remember nothing he said. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't remember nothing he said. I can't tell you one principle I learned. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm got to be. That's why I always trying to give y'all a little something. I want something to stick with you. So Aaron Wilford, when you tell your friends, hey man, this dude said this. And I always remember this dude said this. But I don't never but what happened, he said, Robert, I'm the one responsible for getting him there. I had just talked to him and you know, and you know, and I saw him at dinner that night. He passed by my table and did not even speak. And I just was bit this thing, this Negro early in the daytime. He said he looked at me and kept going. But y'all, I remember we were we were at the Kenny Smith party at the All-Star game in LA on Paramount Studios lot. Anybody know how hard it is to get on a movie studio lot? It's secured everywhere. I mean everywhere. So we on this lot. Every star in the world is in there. He the only one in there with a bodyguard walking around. I thought that was odd. It was way bigger people than him in there. They just in there having time. Cause everybody in here, they straight. But I thought about it, cause I'm thinking, I said, and Rob Parker is that guy's friend. He said, man, he said, Robert, he's a company man. He's gonna do anything in the world for that mighty dollar. I said, wow, wow. Shout out to King Sticks. So when I hear him say certain stuff like he's saying now, y'all watch him. That man said something. I don't know if I'm gonna get into it today, but I got something to tell his ass if I ever, ever get a cent. But talk to him again. He's talking about he was surprised to see Ant-Man come. I thought Ant-Man was gonna be out. Anthony Edwards was gonna be out for two games. The reason I'm telling y'all, you know, when somebody puts something on the board, that I got to look at it. He put, I'm surprised Ant-Man came back. This is what he's talking about. Uh, I'm not surprised. I thought they told me he was going to take 2 games off, but he didn't, and he was the difference in the game last night. Let me tell you something. Minnesota, I did. You know they always manage to beat somebody. They did it last year. Didn't they do it the year before? What about this team? Because somebody tell me the man can't coach. The man can't. I know one thing. He said something that I ain't never heard no coach say. Hold up. Oh, I got to put this up for y'all. Because I did not. He said something. What's the boy name? Finch. Finch. Hold up. This dude said some F-I-N Finch. Uh, uh-oh. Let me see. Here he is. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on.
Gotta have a ball in his hands. You know,
Hold up. Watch this.
silly me. We put him
Y'all,
out in the corner most of the
I'm gonna
season.
go through the cycle on this one.
You know, he's way better with
I want y'all to hear this. This was kind of unique.
He's definitely.
The coach for Minnesota. I'm glad you said something, King Sticks, because I want to share this with y'all. Cause I got so much stuff. We got a lot of stuff, but this one right here. I want y'all to be able to y'all gonna be able to uh Terrence Shannon, this man admitted that I didn't coach this boy right. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Can I find it right quick? Uh, man, you don't hear too many coaches saying this. Watch this. Here it come.
His hands, silly me. We played him out of the corner. We've learned with TJ is like he's got to have the ball in his hands. Silly me. We played him out of the corner most of the season, but he's way better with the ball in his hands at the top of the floor. We've learned with TJ is like
I played him out of position all the damn season with my $5 or $10 million a year making ass. And y'all always talking about he's sorry. This dude's sorry. He did. Y'all, anybody who called me talking about an NBA player sorry, man, don't talk to me. I've been putting this boy in the corner. Let me tell you something, Michael Garcia. How you know what Emil Doka won't say? How you know what Emil Doka gonna say? Did you hear his press conference yesterday, Michael Garcia? Since you went there, you know how I am. Just cause he called them sorry ass players out, you one of them soft ass fans that don't say nothing to the players. He called a sorry ass soft ass out, and I respect him for it. So you tell me you won't hear him say what you mean you won't hear him say it. You done heard uh 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 every interview that Emmy Doak has given. Did you hear what? Hold on. Did you hear what he said this weekend? He had a press conference yesterday. Did you hear what he said? When you come out, talking about Rockets need eight Ant-Man. The hell the Rock. Quit being a damn fan all the time. Cause you fans don't think. Y'all just rah 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 rah. Now quit think sometime before you put it on this screen. Cause I'm gonna make you go back and think. How you know what he ain't never said? I can go back and find some image. I just pointed this out. But you wanted to go at Emmy Adoka. Not today. Unless you got good reason. Shannon. The man just said, Emmy Adoka put them sorry ass Houston Rockets in every position they could to win. They got every shot, wide open shot they wanted in the world. That's all a coach's job is to do. Get you basket. Tyree Easton missed 1,000 freaking layups all year. He done put this team in every position they can to win. It ain't his job to go get them no point guard. That's Raphael Stone's job. I got to coach the shit that he give me. Whatever ingredients he give me, I got to go buy. But you want to blame? I bet you Emmy Adoka won't say that. How you know? How you know? People just give away a damn series. Up 6 points with 30 seconds to go. What are you supposed to say? Well, that was my fault. What's that boy's name? Jabari Smith threw that ball away. It was my fault that little Opie run around there and shoot all them goddamn balls. Ain't made a shot in the playoff. Shooting the 18 or 20% in the damn during the playoff. But y'all want to blame Ime Udoka. Show me. And I'll come back and show you. They just quit. Shoot 78 points in the damn game. The offense, now you got pros getting wide open shots and can't make them. All you fans go around. Ime Udoka. Let me keep going. Y'all gonna learn about this sport. And back to my boy Stephon Diggs, cause my man King Sticks. King Sticks. There's one thing I got to say about this Stephon Diggs stuff. We can talk about the girl. She he had this young lady um with with a big butt to cook for him, but they was doing more than cooking. They was cooking and cooking and cleaning and cleaning and cooking. Uh and and she's said that he physically abused and assaulted her and choked her and wouldn't pay her money. And then they found texts that she been lying. It's the worst try. This girl looked so. This girl looked low. This girl looked low. I don't know. I don't know who she been around. I don't know who she been around. I don't know. But I'm sitting here. I got to find something to speak, King Sticks, because I don't. Unlike you, I know you want to be messy about this, but I got to speak some life into this thing. When I saw this girl on the stand, and y'all can go look it up, Stephon Diggs thing. I saw this. What about Jack's money? You don't give me nothing to save for him. Jack's money. Who is Jack's? Who is Jack's? I don't know what you're talking about. I love where y'all talking about Ant-Man tough and Ant-Man. Ant-Man threw them dumbass passes and almost blew that damn game. Yeah, let's talk about that. Since you want to talk about Ant-Man, we got an Ant-Man already. That dumbass play Jabari did, and that dumbass play what's the boy name? Reed Shepard did. We got some Ant-Mans on our team already. Ant-Man made two of the dumbest ass mistakes in the world. Giving up offensive rebounds out the wazoo. So don't come talking about Ant-Man tough and Ant-Man this. Ant-Man just threw that ball up in there and caused them guys. Them guys supposed to one naked. Man, I wish Champagne had to hit that shot on. And y'all, hey, listen, don't overreact. I keep telling y'all. But I'm still waiting. Mike Garcia, you talking about what about Jack's money? I don't even know what Jack's money. Jack's money. You didn't give me nothing to save for him. Who is Jack's? I don't know what you're talking about. The lawyer ain't cooking her. Let's get back to this because this boy going back and forth. The lawyer The lawyer ain't got too much to do to cook her. Somebody didn't prepare this young lady for trial. Who do she got as her lawyer? Who has she got as a friend? But I don't need no more Ant-Mans on Houston team. I'm gonna keep going back and forth because y'all putting up comments. I don't want no more Ant-Mans. We got enough of them. I need some Mike Conleys. Can we find a Mike Conley? People that just know what to do at the end of the game. Man, I want women them to beat them. But back to this. But I want to get this message to my younger athletes and rappers and all that. Uh, especially the rich black ones, the black rappers and athletes. Their downfall is usually uh, a lack of sexual discipline. Just go. Let's look at everything. All the things that's happening. Kid gets shot here in Houston by a woman. I told y'all. I used to go to prison ministries. 99.9.9% of every guy in there when I was speaking to him is in jail for 3 reasons: glory, greed, and girls. Ego, glory, greed, trying to sell this to get a girl, trying to do the glory. He said something to my girl. Glory, greed, and girls. That's what they in jail for. Rich black athletes, downfall is usually the lack of sexual discipline. You're talking to a guy that's been in this business for 30 something years and have seen some stuff that I could never tell y'all ever. When you have a lot of money and a whole lot of power, and you can hire a live-in chef with BBLs and live out your sexual fantasies, making false promises to woman after woman. Young fellas, eventually it creates the scorned woman problem that will attempt to take you down. Where if you don't give them what you promised them during sex, her own restaurant in this case. He done probably said that. I know some that said worse than that. What they gonna do for a guy? I ain't telling you nothing I heard. This stuff can get you in trouble because she can. But young people, you old ass people I ain't talking to. I'm talking to my young people. Was he violent towards her at some point? She says he was. He was. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. But the reality is Diggs, he got himself into a situation by using his money to control humans that are slaves to money. And y'all, these young women out here do anything for their money. He wanted to have sex with his chef. Let her live with him. Uh, 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 King Sticks. You talking about she saw a bag and it backfired. Come on, let's just keep this. Let's what y'all be saying. Let's keep it a buck now. Watch this now. He wanted to have sex with his chef. Let her live with him. Be her boss. Buy her things. Trick off on her. And make promises, hoping she wouldn't catch feelings as she watched him date other women publicly. Now notice in all of your tweets and all of your hold up and all of your texts, King Sticks, you didn't mention nothing about him. You talking about the lawyer cooking her? Hold up. She saw a bag. Let me, let me go back to King Sticks. Uh, you talking about? Hold on. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. Huh? Watch it. Watch it. That girl. Where's this responsibility in this thing, Mr. King Sticks? Frank Miles, are you still there? I noticed it's three sides to every story. Your side, her side, and the truth. Y'all, that's not how humans work. Anytime you start to treat humans as objects, trouble is near, especially with women that see you as the ticket. Man, I should have charged somebody for that information right there, King Sticks. That kind of information I just gave right there should have been repeated. Y'all need to go back and get that one. But thank you, Mr. King Sticks, for what time is it? Is my time up there yet? I don't even see my time. Oh, yeah, it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Where my man at? Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking for some. Where is my where is my music? Hold on. Y'all, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here. Hold on. Let's see. No. Wanna come here. Watch this. Got something for you. I might repeat that because I don't think y'all got that one.
Yeah, so, woo. 713 call Joe. If you been into Joe Steven law firm. Woo. 713 call Joe. Car wreck, truck wreck, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over. Woo.
What's up, Houston? This is attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
Boy, I like that song. 713 called Joe Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. You watching and listening to this show. Joe Stevens is the guy. That is Moody said, repeat that. Let me talk to my people. You rich, black, young men, athletes, rappers. Your downfall is usually lack of sexual discipline. Okay? When you have too much money and too much power, and you can hire a live-in chef with BBLs, You know what that is? And live out your sexual fantasies, making false promises to woman after woman, right? Eventually, it creates the scorned woman problem that will attempt to take you down. Where if you don't give them what you promised them during sex, her own restaurant in this case, it can get you in trouble, bruh, because she can. You in court, no matter what, no matter your lawyer cooking or whatever, you in court right now, right? Was he violent with her, towards her at some point? She says he was. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Get out of my house. I ain't going no mother. Oh, you gonna get out of it. I ain't going no man. But the reality is Diggs got himself in this situation by using his money to control humans that are slaves to money. He wanted to have sex with his chef, let her live with him, be her boss, buy her things, trick off on her, make promises, hoping she wouldn't catch feelings as she watched him date other women publicly. That's not how human beings work, Stefan Diggs. Anytime you start to treat humans as objects, Thad Moody, trouble is near, especially with women that see you as the ticket.
Yeah, woo. 713 call Joe. If you been into Joe Steven law firm. Woo. 713 call Joe. Car wreck, truck wreck, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over. Woo.
What's up, Houston? This is attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was watching the game last night, and I saw this article on Joel Embiid. I never read this and I never heard this. Maybe y'all heard of it. He was talking about his basketball journey, and it isn't one you hear every day. He said his very first scrimmage at Kansas. Joel Embiid, if you don't know, he went to Kansas, played under Bill Self. He said, I got dunked on so hard by Tariq Black that I almost quit basketball. Y'all heard this story? Anybody heard this? Anybody had an experience like this? Anybody had an experience like this? Talk to him. He said Tyreek dunked on him so hard. He said, I was looking at plane tickets home. He said this guy was a senior. He was a grown man. He said, I did not know. What he said, I did not know what was going on. He got his own rebound and dunked over me so hard that everything went in slow motion. He dunked the ball off my head. This Joel Embiid talking. He dunked the ball off my head for real. He said, but I didn't even tell you the worst part. He said the worst part was that the entire Kansas women's basketball team was sitting in the bleachers watching the scrimmage. The whole gym was laughing at me, he said. He said it was crazy. Seriously. It was like, he said, it was like one of those world star situations. I didn't know this, y'all. He said, so I went straight up to Bill Self office afterward and I said, Coach, I can't do this. You have to redshirt me, man. I can't play with these guys. Yeah, nobody heard this story. This is still what you need to tell your shorties. He said, I can't do it. Bill Self was like, hey man, what? Are you serious? In 2 years, you're gonna be the #1 pick in the draft, boy. He said the thing was that, watch this. Watch this, y'all. Tape this, tweet this, spice this. He said the thing was, I had been told that all these college coaches lie. I didn't say it on the show. So I really thought he was just trying to be slick with me. In my head, I was like, all right, I'm just going to keep showing up and at least I get a degree out of this that would make my mom happy. He said the only thing that kept him going was the way that I was raised by my parents. They always told us to keep working no matter what. I had this DVD that my coach in Cameroon had mailed to me when I first came to America. It was an hour-long tape of Akeem Olajuwon and some other legendary big men. He said, I probably watched that DVD every single day for 3 years. I would study the way Akeem moved. And I would go out and try to, imitate him. I did it in high school. I did it at Kansas. He said, I was basically just imagining that I was a good basketball player. The power of the mind is kind of amazing. He said, I mean, I sucked, but somehow I convinced myself that I was a king. And I started to get better and better. And then I sort of started killing it. He said, I sort of started killing it. I can imagine him talking. This sounds just like him. He said, I pretended my way to the NBA. I seriously got to the league by watching YouTube and living in the gym. There's no way to explain it. Remember when KG won the title with the Celtics and he was acting all crazy, screaming out, anything is possible. He said, that speaks to me. That's my life. It happens so fast that it doesn't make sense. Wow. Ain't that real? Eric, where's my man at? Let me give you some what Emmy Doka said over the weekend. He might have didn't say it that way, but he said his comments, he had some comments about Reed Shepard and Amen Thompson at point guards. He said, when you look at Amen and Reed, that's not their natural position that they play. Amen has had the ball in his hand a ton. Reed has played more off ball coming off Kentucky, up the bench at Kentucky with Rob Dillingham. He didn't even play the point. He looked at it coming into the draft. He had 16 pick and rolls as a freshman at Kentucky. So he was more off ball movement. Even going back to high school, it was a motion offense where he didn't just dominate the basketball. Y'all listen to these coaches. See, these coaches go back and watch these. hmm, hmm, hmm. Let me finish because I just got a phone call. And so that growth, he was talking about him. He said even going back to high school, um, it was a motion offense and Reed didn't dominate the basketball. He said, and so that growth, we knew they were going to take some lumps with it, some ups and downs. They both progressed and showed potential at times, making the right play, whether it was to score, make the pass, the pocket pass, the skip pass, and those things. This Emmett Adoka, where my man at? uh, 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 uh. Where is he at? Where Garcia at? He said, but I look at it like if you have a rookie quarterback in NFL, he's played quarterback before. He has drafted to play quarterback. It's different than bringing up the two guys in to play the point guard that really haven't played the spot. And the rookie quarterback is still going to struggle. So, of course, you have guys out of position. They're going to take some ups and downs. This what Emi Adoka is saying about his players. But it will benefit us going forward. Y'all, because remember, y'all. Hold up, what he say? This why I don't let these people talk about my people. What he say? You won't hear Emi say that. Hmm. Thank you, Emi. He said for Amen, I think it's just that understanding a balance. He said the last 2 months of the season, you kind of saw his numbers take off and his comfort level take off from there and his understanding take off. He said the paint touches were evidence, not shooting in a crowd or finding his outlets. He became more consistent. Coupled that with Fred coming back, and we don't have to rely on Fred like we did the first 2 years. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Why don't just let nobody just come on here and say nothing and just run their mouth without giving me y'all got come on, man. You just can't come on here and say everything. I love it though. What? How many minutes I got? Uh, I saw something. Want to share with y'all. Uh, Somebody tweeted talking about why did I watch the EYBL session in DC, and some of the more elite players had more than 10 turnovers alone. But these kids are making the top 100. Don't forget about Doug's tournament this weekend. Doug's does this weekend. I don't know the venue. reach out to him on. You probably see it on the social media. Um, did y'all did anybody hear what I just said? Hmm. Repeat it again. Watching the EYBL session in DC, some of the more elite players have over 10 turnovers alone. But these are the kids making the top 100. So somebody said, 2027 is terrible. But most importantly, we need new high school evaluators. How is evaluators going to stop the guys from turning the ball over? They said a lot just see maturity, not talent. So a lot of these kids are getting raked, getting ranked high, but nobody holds the people who's ranking them accountable. Do y'all ever hold the people who rank people accountable? Huh? Talk to me. Hmm. Boy, ain't nobody saying nothing. Man, I'm finna sign off. Because y'all ain't saying nothing. They said we changed the definition of good somewhere. They say you're 6'8" and average 4 rebounds is somehow good. Long as you're tall, get a few highlights, you can have 5 stars. Watch the whole games and these kids are not good by old definition. Thank you, Father. Cause cause they was talking about the ABC, what's the name of that camp? The ABCD camp. And they was talking about ain't no way back then 200, 300 kids get evaluated at a camp. You're just donating. Son of a Carol people said stop falling for the. Then he's talking about stop falling for the tail of the banana pipe. He said not true. The ABCD camp did a brilliant job, which is how we found NBA superstars. Fuck, what's happening out here, y'all? Somebody told me to cover this, and I ain't gonna lie. I wish I can sit up here every day and just talk about sports all the time. Uh, Shout out to my man Robert Jones, the coach at Norfolk State. Man, he said, "Look, he is looking to beef up his Spartans. The Norfolk State Spartans, non-conference schedule next season, and he is willing to put the money on the table to do it." Jones posted on Twitter that he needs home games against Division One opponents. Is open to starting a home and home series and would pay up to $10,000 to get the team there to play y'all. He said, I just need some home games versus Division One opponents next year. The message is read. We'll start a home and home series and give you up to $10,000 to start to have a game in my place. Who's willing to come up there? Division One. Got to be a Division One school. Home and home agreements are common in college basketball, but it is rare for a smaller program like this to incentivize the larger schools, such as in such a direct fashion. Say, man, I'm gonna give you 10,000. A proposed 10,000 guarantee could help offset some of the travel costs, making the opportunity a little bit more attractive for mid-major programs looking to round out their non-conference schedules. Hmm. Now the question remains: which Division One program would take that offer and make that trip to North? I kind of like him. You know what? I saw him and just met him and shook his hand at a restaurant here when he. I wish I had stopped and talked to because he was sitting there by himself. And I just don't like to bother people, man. That's one of my. That's one of I think one of my faults. I just don't like to bother people. And I probably just done missed out on a whole lot of relationships. I just don't bother people. People bother me all the damn time. But I'm really, I just let them go. I let them be. And I thought about that. I said, hmm. But I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's see what else I had. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? You know, I got to do it. Fob said basketball is in a very bad place. I never seen it like this. I see why coaches want older players. This new stuff is out of this world. Man, you know what I did? I did see yesterday, and I thought I'd never seen it, y'all, because I'm not a college coach. I finally saw a Zoom and how a coach Zoom and talk to the other player and talk to the player while they zooming them. And put his highlights up there so the player can and chart tell how the player, man, I saw this. Man, I thought it was just masterful. Um, the things that these coaches can do on Zoom. Um, instead of flying the guy in, man, you sitting there showing him exactly. You're gonna fly him in sooner or later, but hey, this how I'm gonna use you, this how I'm gonna use you. I think you can do this. I think you can do this. I got to answer this. Hello? Yeah. No, I'm still on the show. Yeah. And you live right here. I'm talking to you while I'm on the show. I'll see you when I get off. No, bye. I'll call you. Y'all, that's my sister. That's my sister. She ain't feeling that good. So that's why I answered that phone. But what was I? What was I? I was just talking about the Zoom. I thought it was amazing. But I want to give y'all some the carryover. I want to build some stuff. And I was just thinking about people, and I remember people telling other black people not to vote for Kamala Harris and Stacey Abrams. Let me know if you'd have heard some people say this before. Um, I remember what's the dude name? Killer Mike partnering up with rotten ass redneck Kemp down there in Georgia to go against Stacey Abrams. When Stacey Abrams was running for governor. Uh, but watch this, y'all. Watch this. And I keep trying to tell y'all this. I want y'all to know this. This is important. And I keep bringing it, but watch this.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders.
I want y'all to hear that. I want y'all to hear it one more time so the people in the back can hear it.
Included Lena Horne. This included Dick Gregory. And this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena.
Did y'all get that? So when I see guys like Killer Mike, I ain't never heard nothing what he sung. And now he's on here talking about, yo, now we got to join forces to stop this stuff that Trump them doing. But you are part of the reason we're here. I remember when they were, y'all remember this? What's the tangibles you want my vote? Y'all remember that? Tell me if anybody remember. What's the tangibles? Robert, what are the tangibles? I need somebody to talk to me. What's in it for my community? What's in it for the black folks? Which is a valid question. But when you are coming down to two candidates, my people, there's just two. One, listen to me, you know is a white supremacist. There's no question. Some people talking about, watch this. I didn't vote for her because of her policies. What policies she had? She was the vice president. She had no freaking policies. Policies. What are we? See, what are we voting for between Kamala Harris and Trump? Was this moment right here that I tried I tried. The strongest provisions of the Voting Rights Act has been removed. The guardrails. Listen to me, by a majority Republican Supreme Court. 3 of them seats shouldn't have even been up. We always lose by 3 votes. The 3 people that Trump, Barack Obama let him have that one and the other 2. That affects black people. There's no 2 sides of the same bird. Republicans don't listen. Republicans don't want black people to vote. Democrats do. The reason I know, I'm watching their policy. Democrats trying to make it accessible for us to vote. Republicans tried to take away from our votes. It's simple. If you think it don't matter, then why you think they're trying to stop you? I just don't understand why you know who I'm talking about right now? I'm gonna tell y'all something. The black people that didn't vote at all. Black people that don't vote at all. Do you know out of the 40 million black people in America, 30 million are at the age to vote? Did anybody know this? 30 million are at the age to be able to vote. Where my time at? Okay, got time. Of those 30 million, only 20 million are registered to vote. That means, that is Moody, 10 million people that look like me, you, Bob, Ivan Pettit, and Eric. I mean, 10 million black people in this country are not registered to vote. 10 million. Because of this decision by the Supreme Court. Every single black person in the United States of America at the voting age should register to vote. Register first, man. Right now. If you know of somebody out here that's aged to vote and not registered, get them registered. What we got to do, we got to have voter education, we got to have voter registration, and then we got to get out to vote. Mega Everett got shot in his driveway for saying that. Wow. Did y'all know those numbers? We got to start voting as a culture. You can shake your ass as a culture. You can twerk as a culture. You can talk about all this culture this and culture this and culture this. That's culture this. Rapping as a culture, all of that. We got to start voting as a culture. Bob, you can use that as a practice, as a people. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Elections are simple. The majority rules. Simple. If you don't participate, somebody else is going to decide for you. I'm tired of that happening to us, especially in places like Georgia. We can win them elections, man. In Alabama, in Mississippi, in Louisiana. Aren't y'all tired of getting your ass whooped? Then you got a clown ass Stephen A. Smith. I'm going to show you what he said in a minute. Every single black person in this country should be registered to vote. Every single one. We need 30 million people registered to vote. Listen, I know ain't nobody told y'all this. It would change the trajectory of black existence in this country. I'm going to ask everybody, are you registered? Then we can shape the rules that benefit us, particularly in the South. And all you motherfuckers that didn't vote, I ain't listening to y'all. I don't want to hear what nothing y'all got to say. let me tell you something, y'all. This pissed me off more than anything, and I'm gonna say the best for last. What time I got?
I wish for one election that every black person would vote Republican. What? How can he say that? I said, it's simple. Since 1964, the black folks, we have been giving our vote to the Democratic Party at an exorbitant rate. Therefore, they know they got our vote, and they don't have to cater to us as much as we need them to. The Republicans know they'll never get our vote, so they don't give a damn about us. And as a result, we're the only community in America devoid of representation, which is why we're considered disenfranchised. I'm tired of that. What I want is to put ourselves as a community in a position where both parties have to work to get our vote.
Can I ask you this?
That's the stupidest shit I ever heard somebody say on TV. I didn't even want to hear the rest of it. You say you wish every single black American would vote Republican? Democrats have neglected the black community while we have to put them in a position of power. So why not? This Negro said black folk should vote Republican because Democrats don't appreciate our vote. And Republicans don't care about us either. Not going to get their vote. So go reward the party who cares zero about us and is trying to take everything from us. Y'all see how ignorant that dude ass is, man? Dude lost, man. Why the F I should vote for this? Let me give you something. This is what you talking about me voting for. The erasure of black history. This administration removes stories of black historical figures from government websites, including Harriet Tubman from the National Park Service site, Colin Powell from the Arlington Cemetery site, and Jackie Robinson from the Pentagon history site. Trump signed an executive order targeting national museums of African American history and removed black historical figures from national websites. Stephen A. Smith. Federal workers cuts. The purge of the federal workforce, fueled by Doge, headed by Elon Musk, and executive orders banning DEI, has eroded stable career paths and allowed black families to enter the middle class. And the two wealthiest black countries in America, Prince George County out there in D.C. and Charles County in Maryland. The pain from these cuts are being acutely felt right now. Rising black unemployment, man. Black unemployment. Oh, look, let me get to my sheet. Because I can't remember all this. Black unemployment has rose to 7.2% in July 2025, up from 6.3 from the prior year, and nearly 300,000 black women left the labor force in the second quarter of 2025. He said he was going to do it. And this damn fool that y'all watch on TV talking about vote for them. Hold up. The Trump administration is targeting scholarships and programs for underrepresented students, increasing student loans costs, and defunding the Department of Education, all of which disproportionately impact black students and HBCUs. Stephen A. Smith. Over 75% of the HBCU students HBCU students, I'm sorry, rely on the Pell Grant. Proposed reductions in that funding would make it significantly harder for lower income students to afford college. And you want me to vote for them? Healthcare and Social Security costs trumps one big, beautiful bill, makes it roughly $1 trillion in cuts to Medicaid and Medicare, and $120 billion to SNAP program Black Americans disproportionately rely on to offset tax cuts that experts said overwhelmingly benefit people like Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg. Stephen A. Smith, voter access, the voter ID executive order will likely make voting more difficult for Black Americans. 1 in 3 Black households lack a high-speed home internet connection. Yet the order forces people to verify citizenship status online. Civil rights enforcement rollback. The Department of Justice Civil Rights Division has been dismissed or terminated. Many racial discrimination cases are deemed weaponized of the by the federal government, including some that had already reached agreements under the prior administration. And you little lily livered ass, you gonna tell us? I cannot believe, Eric, 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 what the hell you graduating from an HBCU? What do that mean? Some of the worst Negroes in the world graduated from HBCUs. See, when I got something to say about somebody, instead of just saying, I can't believe Stephen A. Smith said that, I came y'all with facts. I came with y'all with critical thinking. And you talking about he graduated from an HBCU. He ain't the only one of these sorry ass Negroes like this that graduated from an HBCU. Told y'all we got to pull up our sleeve. We got work to do, man. We got work to do. That man said you should want to support your institute. Eric Harris. They're not supporting they ain't supporting their institutions, man. What are you talking about? They don't even go and pay for season tickets for a damn game. These people won't give back to their damn schools, and you talking about you should want to support your institution. I've been talking about this on this show for ever since you've been on here. People at TSU, graduated TSU, and went to TSU, they don't support. So how the hell you think dude from Winston-Salem gonna support? We got to quit being so damn blind. What's up, Ray Moore? This man said, I can't believe this man said that. All this lesser of two evils talk about voting for Democrat. Y'all need to shut the F up and sit down somewhere. Y'all just need to zip it. Hillary was right. Kamala was right. Them women told y'all what this clown was going to do. And you talking about Stephen A. Smith because he went there and he take a Sports Center or whatever the name of the damn show down to HBCU. Man, that man playing with y'all's ass. Mm, mm. I'm just looking, trying to see something I can talk about it in 3 minutes. Eric, people don't support their institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know, people don't support your institutions. They don't give. They don't support. He just like them. He just parroting, trying to get famous, trying to get click. Like somebody said about him the other day, he got mad and came over there. He talking about, I'm trying to get famous. I'm already famous. No, player, you got to remember. And I'm going to bring some receipts. I remember you right here. I remember you right here. I'm the guy sitting to your left. They just cut me. I don't know how they cut me out the damn picture. But I remember. He was an asshole then. And I didn't pick up on it. Hmm. Yeah. Anybody got anything else? Yeah, it was rough, man. James Baldwin said, being a conscious man, you're going to be always in a rage. I just had to calm down because I was really getting worked up just a second ago. And by the way, anybody is interested in learning how to play the game of golf, contact me. Don't send me no flyer trying to get me to come and support your golf tournament like somebody did yesterday. If you are interested in learning, I said this the other day, if you are mentioned in learning to play the game of golf, I got a networking, grown folks, men and women, learning together, classroom type setting, on the driving range type setting, um, dress up in your nice outfit type situation, golf outfit, uh, 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 and introducing us to the game of golf because there's a lot of opportunities that's happening in this industry, and I want us to be a part of it. Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Send me your email. I'm gonna put you all on the list. When it's time to go, we're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be a great opportunity. You're not going on a golf. It's not a golf tournament. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn the history of the game. We're gonna talk about everything. I mean, it's gonna be a unique opportunity. And Chop Shop, the Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Okay. All right. Don't forget, send that to me. Uh, learn how to play this game. Fun game. That's why they don't want us to play. You always want to play something. But they didn't want us to play. One more time.
Yeah, woo. 713 call Joe. If you been injured, Joe Steven law firm. 713 call Joe. Car wreck, truck wreck, let Joe confirm. 713 call Joe. Need a pro on the K, let Joe take over.
What's up, Houston? This is attorney Joe Stevens. I'm a former Houston Rocket with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry and a decade of experience in the courtroom. I know how insurance companies operate, and I know how to fight back.
713 call Joe. 713 call Joe.
I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.